Arsenal's secret behind signing Takehiro Tomiyasu. The transfer window is now officially closed, as Arsenal end the window having signed 6 new players, and the final being Japanese international Takehiro Tomiyasu. But why exactly has Mikel Arteta signed this player? We shall also discuss the future of Ainsley Maitland-Niles and what today has happened to Granit Xhaka. Here we go, let's find out in the Arsenal news today. Yo, what's going on guys? My name is Baz14 and Post Transfers FC. It is sad times, but it is time to look forward to the future. So as per, smash a like on the video and do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, because we are on the road to 60,000 subscribers. We're so close, so lads, let's make it happen. But getting into the Arsenal news and starting off with Takehiro Tomiyasu. Takehiro Tomiyasu, the Japanese Cafu. I can't lie to you guys, I only heard about this player one time prior to yesterday, and that was when he was linked to Nando's FC, aka Tottenham Hotspur. But on transfer deadline day, out of nowhere, like an RKO, he came to sign for the mighty Arsenal. He is now a player of our gargantuan institution, as Arsenal confirmed it last night. A welcome to Arsenal, Takehiro Tomiyasu. Fabrizio's confirmed, official confirmed, Takehiro Tomiyasu joins Arsenal on a permanent move from Bologna for 18 million euros. 18 million euros translates to about 15 million pounds. Now personally, I was pretty surprised because I thought Arsenal were going to sign a player but potentially on loan only. But the way Edu Gaspar progressed is still behind the scenes, and the pace of it says to me that Arsenal had been talking to his people for quite a while. It has also been confirmed that Tomiyasu will wear the number 18 shirt at Arsenal, formerly of Nacho Monreal and most recently of Thomas Partey. And in terms of Nacho Monreal, the ex number 18, Tomiyasu strikes me with that sort of professional mold of fullback. Mikel Arteta says Takehiro is a strong defender with good experience in Serie A and at international level. He is a versatile defender with great defensive qualities, high technical ability and composure on the ball. Mikel Arteta now has a brand new right back / centre back. What he is regardless, Arteta has got his man in that position. But in terms of Takehiro Tomiyasu the player, he is an unknown quantity to a lot of Arsenal fans, and a concern a lot of Arsenal fans have is he more of a centre back than he is a right back? Well, as James points out, it's worth noting that during his most recent time at Bologna, he has made 41 out of 63 appearances as a right back, which is now the position he is strongly associated with. Nevertheless, his positional CV demonstrates the versatility of his skill sets. So yes, when asked, Tomiyasu can play as a centre back, but predominantly at Bologna he's played as a right back, and that is what Arsenal require. And in that versatility as well, it's not really a negative thing, because when it comes to Arsenal we have so many injuries. The fact that Tomiyasu can fit in a centre back is also for me a positive. Now if we are to compare Tomiyasu to Arsenal's right backs from last season, as you can see from this bar chart with Tomiyasu being in the blue, in terms of dribblers tackled, successful pressures, dribbles passed, dribbles completion and duels won, Tomiyasu is an upgrade on all of the Arsenal right backs, Chambers, Bellerin and Cedric Soares. So most importantly, Arsenal are signing a right back that is better than the options from last year, an improvement to the first team. And once again, another graph showing how much better he is than the other Arsenal right backs. Comes across as a very secure defender who isn't dribbled past often, wins duels in the air, he's good at pressing and secure on the tackle. And it's the defensive side of Tomiyasu which is the key. He is an upgrade on Cedric, Chambers and Bellerin, massively on the defensive side, and you only have to look at the numbers that he's produced over the last 2 seasons in the Serie A. And so on paper, what Arsenal are getting with Takehiro Tomiyasu is a technically secure and strong first things first defender, good 1v1, strong in the air and overall a fantastic defender, and that is something that is very useful at Arsenal Football Club. And as the Athletic have also reported, Tomiyasu was also recommended to Barcelona. He trained there twice a week working with the Spanish coach Ivan Polanco, and he said defensively he was very good in the air, making space and making good interceptions. Tomiyasu actually was offered the opportunity to go to La Masia, as the Barca scouts were very impressed by Tomiyasu's overall ability, but due to personal circumstances and family and location, he rejected the opportunity. But La Masia is a famed academy for technical players, and it seems like Tomiyasu passed the La Masia test. In possession, Tomiyasu, helped by a 6'2" frame and eye-catching speed, is a capable dribbler with a 64% success rate, much improved compared to the current Arsenal right backs Cedric Soares, Hector Bellerin and Callum Chambers. He also carries the ball well, ranking in the top 20% in both total and progressive carrying distance. Now Tomiyasu isn't the quickest right back in the world, he is certainly no prime Hector Bellerin, but most importantly is worth noting he does have that turn of pace. And when he is at top speed, he is capable of matching wingers and using that pace to recover. And if you then mix that in with his overall ability to read the game, you get a pretty competent defender 1v1 in duels. And his 64% success rate of dribbling again is very useful when it comes to playing out to the press, and Tomiyasu has that in his locker. And this is the real secret. His final strength worth mentioning is his impressive ambidexterity, with only 67% of his actions coming from his stronger right foot. For comparison, Cazorla makes 68%. Santi Cazorla had the 5-star weak foot, and Tomiyasu can also put that 5-star weak foot on the table. That is why if you watch a Tomiyasu highlight video, he's playing right back, he's playing centre back, and even sometimes left back, and he's pinging balls left, right and centre with both feet. Having that in your locker is a massive reason why Arsenal would have signed this player, because when it comes to playing out of press, no matter what foot you're pressed onto, the fact that he's comfortable on both feet, because having that left foot right for variation makes it so much harder to defend and press. And in total, that means that Arteta now has a preferred back four: Kieran Tierney, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White and Takehiro Tomiyasu. 3 of the players there Arteta has signed in the past 2 seasons, and Kieran Tierney of course is KT, and he's also given him a brand new contract. Defensively, Mikel Arteta has no more excuses. We've also signed Aaron Ramsdale for £25 million, so technically speaking, the back 5 Arteta has spent money on, those are now his players. In terms of the dynamics of that back 4, Tierney of course is going to bump forwards as he always does, but Tomiyasu isn't that type of player, and most likely we're going to see him move into a back 3 or move into the midfield 3 in terms of the attacking phase. For £15 million, Takehiro Tomiyasu could be a pretty decent signing in just your boy's opinion. But let me know your own thoughts on Takehiro Tomiyasu down below in the comments, and are you happy with his right back signing? But keeping it on the right backs, Hector Bellerin to Real Betis is a done deal. He is left on loan, but there is no option to buy as confirmed by David Ornstein. The right back has also been taking a pay cut to get his career back on track, but the fact that Arsenal have not got an option to buy or an obligation to buy is a massive concern. And with Bellerin only having 2 years left on his Arsenal contract, once he comes back from his loan spell, he's only going to have 1 year left, and that is only going to further depreciate his value, which if you're Arsenal, you just don't want to see. Arsenal of course were in talks trying to swap Bellerin to go to Atletico Madrid or Barcelona for Emerson or Trippier. That of course did not materialise, but despite the thoughts on the player, as fans we cannot deny, Hector Bellerin has remained pretty professional throughout his entire transfer saga, and that is why low-key I'm happy that Bellerin has got his move away. And while after the ACL injury, his overall Arsenal career has declined, just as a fan of the person himself, I'm hoping he gets his career back on track at Real Betis. But what are your own thoughts on the career of Hector Bellerin at Arsenal Football Club? Okay, moving on, let's discuss Ainsley Maitland-Niles. It is Sequeda FC for 50 Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He is going nowhere, not in this transfer window. As Sammy Mockbell of the Mail confirmed that Ainsley Maitland-Niles held clear the air talks with Mikel Arteta. He is staying at Arsenal and has been assured he is part of Arteta's plans this season. So Fofty and Mikel Arteta have sorted themselves out. But in terms of the reports a few days ago from David Ornstein saying that Maitland-Niles wants to play as a right back, all that has been completely exposed by his ex-manager Sam Allardyce. As on Sky Sports News, Sam Allardyce said the problem with Ainsley is his position. His only position he wants to play is in central midfield. The reason why he came to West Brom, which he forced through, Edu and Arteta didn't want him to come. The only reason he came is because I said he can play in midfield. So Big Sam has got word from Ainsley himself that he is a central midfielder by trade, and it kind of confirms that all the reports saying that he wants to play right back were all a PR stunts from the people who make the Niles, trying to make him look like a better person and make Arsenal look bad. But now that he is staying at Arsenal, I guess it's good to see, but the real question now is where exactly is Ainsley Maitland-Niles going to play? As per let me know your own thoughts, centre midfield or right back for Ainsley Maitland-Niles, let's discuss down below. It is confirmed that Reece Nelson joins Feyenoord on loan from Arsenal, official statement confirms, and while he extends his agreement with Arsenal until June 2023. And personally, I do think this is a good move, and him going to overall a good league in the Eredivisie. Potentially it gives him a chance to come back to Arsenal after his loan spell, after the minutes, and maybe revitalise his Arsenal career. Potentially we're going to have to wait and see. But do you guys think Reece Nelson has a long-term future at Arsenal Football Club? Fabrizio Romano also confirmed that Arsenal are not interested in signing Houssem Aouar in these final hours. There are currently no talks with Olympique Lyonnais for Aouar, despite being offered to Arsenal Football Club, confirmed by Romano himself. Arsenal did not make a move for Houssem Aouar. And overall for me, I just don't understand why, because this guy was Arsenal's #1 transfer target in the last summer transfer window. So when he's been offered to you for half the price of the last window and you're saying no to him, where exactly has it all gone wrong for Houssem Aouar? What's happening behind the scenes? But with Aouar staying at Lyon, I'm sure come the next transfer window there will be a lot of reports linking Aouar once again to move to the Emirates Stadium. At this point, as Thanos would say, it is inevitable. Chris Wheatley has confirmed that Alexandre Lacazette has no plans to extend his contract with Arsenal, which expires next summer. So Alexandre Lacazette is going to leave on a free transfer, a £50 million signing, and he couldn't get a transfer waiver to any club in this transfer window. Who is Arsenal's number one centre forward? Is it Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang or is it Alexandre Lacazette? But with Lacazette leaving next season, I think Arsenal will then sign a centre forward, but that is next year's Transfers FC, so we're going to have to wait and see. Okay, then moving on to the other Arsenal news today. And starting off with the Arsenal chief executive Vinai Ventikesham, as Simon Collins confirms, Ventikesham has called on the club to stick together ahead of a crucial run of matches this month in a message sent to all Arsenal staff last night after the transfer window shut. Edu Gaspar, Vinai Ventikesham and Mikel Arteta are under massive pressure to deliver. A lot of Arsenal fans think that he's failed with the transfer window. It's not just the incomings but also the outgoings, the fact that Arsenal only saw one player and that being Joe Willock. Are Arsenal gonna sack Edu Gaspar? I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely a possibility. But in terms of the Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, I think he's going to have 4 games before the next international break. Norwich at home, Burnley away, Tottenham at home and Brighton away. If Arteta can't get 9 or 10 points out of 12 there, I could see Arsenal sacking Mikel Arteta because he's going to have the likes of Gabriel back, Partey back, Ben White, Tomiyasu. There really will be no excuses left for Mikel Arteta to not deliver on the pitch. Chris Wheatley has confirmed that Granit Xhaka has tested positive for COVID-19 and will not be available for Switzerland's game against Greece tonight. Another Arsenal player catching COVID-19 while going to these men behind the scenes. But in terms of Arsenal, it doesn't affect us of course, because Xhaka is already set to miss the next 3 games for Arsenal via their red card against Man City, and that means it's going to be a Thomas Partey x Albert Sambi Lukonga partnership. And in terms of that partnership, personally, your boy, it's low-key pretty excited to see how it works out. But overall, with the transfer window closing, that means that Ben White 23, Martin Odegaard 22, Ramsdale 23, Sambi 21, Tavares 21 and Tomiyasu 22. The oldest player that Arsenal have signed in the window is 23 years of age, being Ben White and Ramsdale. But in terms of those signings there, I can only really see 3 out-and-out starters. But having spent £150 million, the highest in the Premier League and in Europe, are those 6 signings good enough for Arsenal to get back into the top 4? Because we have certainly spent the money. But regardless, you can no longer argue that Arteta has not been backed by the Arsenal board, and having spent that sort of money, it is now time for Arteta to deliver on the pitch. But if it came down to you guys, rate the Arsenal transfer window out of 10 down below in the comments. Is it a 10 out of 10 or is it a 1 out of 10? But that is the video there and there. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video, and while you're down there, please do consider subscribing to your boy's channel. If you want to follow your boy on them social medias, then the links will be down below in the description. But that is the video there and there. I want to thank you guys so much for all the support you've showed your boy over the transfer window. The support has been gargantuan, it's been insane, and now on to better content and hopefully Arsenal better performances. I will see you guys soon, my beautiful people, in a bit.